welcome to the SoCal Sumo Countdown. Countdown, breakdown, whatever it is, it's here. It's always going to be here. That's what I put into this. That's the passion that you're going to get from me. You're never going to get less than my maximum effort. Doesn't matter if I'm doing minimum effort. Doesn't matter if I'm doing a maximum effort production. I'm always putting in that effort. And when I'm talking about effort, let's go ahead and watch these two gentlemen. One, Edobor K with that power, that passion. And then we got Bob Baker with that power, that passion. They're both going out there. They're both putting out their effort. They're both showing their heart and their soul. Bring it. Bring it into the dojo. Don't stop. Can't stop. Let's go! All right. On this one, we have a really great match between Edobor K and then Bob. If you notice, Ed comes out very much charging, right? Bob, if you can't tell from here, he has a little bit of like a hop start. So eyes on Bob for a second. Here, little hop and boom, right? Just a little hop and boom. There's both feet do move very slightly. The right foot definitely travels more. The left foot, he's unable to make a full step with that just because of the space that Ed was able to cover. And then as we're watching through this, Ed is charging pretty fast. And I honestly, this may be an issue with his tachi. If you notice that he is making contact pretty fast, but he is coming in a little high. Now, you can get away, especially with bigger people. I believe this was in open weight. So as he comes in, he does find that underhook, which is fantastic. Right? So if we keep an eye on that right hand, so the right hand right here is going to find that underhook very clean. And then this is where Ed actually shines. He has really good ability to redirect people, especially when the person's heavier. He'll circle either to the right, sometimes to the, or sometimes, most of the time to the left, sometimes to the right, on clockwork. So if you watch it, and he's going against a heavier person that he can't just front push out, he will definitely start to circle. After establishing, when he was first beginning, it was more based upon a grip of the mawashi. Now he's able to move people more laterally with the underhook. So as we're walking through, boom, he pivots hard. And now from here, he sets himself up very low, right? He really lunges. And if we could zoom in, you would be able to see the activation of his quads. And once his quads are active, he starts driving. And this is where the magic really happens, right? The right hand that has the underhook, instead of being dogmatic with it and staying tight on the body, most people will stay tight on the body. He uses it and then punches through, which allows his momentum to keep driving. As he keeps driving, with that right hand, and it's not just, it's like up and through. But notice that he has a grip on the mawashi. And that grip on the mawashi, if your mental is, if you're trying to preserve yourself, most of the time this grip here is going to come out and then straight to the mat, right? Because we all are kind of taught to try to save yourself, try to make sure that you don't hurt yourself. But this is where Ed, I think it really shows the abilities that he has at a semi-professional level, where he digs that hand out, and as he digs that hand out, instead of like immediately looking for the floor, he pulls it back to make sure that he falls first, there's a timing, right? Usually in this space. So in this space right here, most people would have already been diving to put their hands on the floor. Now, that's not just bad sumo, it's also bad martial arts across the board. It will cause you to have injury. So as he falls, it's almost like a standard judo front fall. Very nice, very clean, taking in the moment afterwards. Very great job, Mr. Edobor K.
Yeah. Look, everybody yelling freedom, but instead it's got a chain on their neck. We was talking revolution, say you're paying for a check. We was marching for a change, but they pumping up a dead, huh? Do you dance, viral on the internet, huh? We lost it. Ultra colonizer, history, they tossed it. Mention hit your brother, cause they puff it off a conflict. Said we still enslaved, and they said I'm talking nonsense. Wait, but that nigga gotta eat though. So you on your grind, chasing paper till your feet swole. But it's all till you weep, you got PTSD. Brother dead in the street, newsflash. Move past, now his name obsolete. It don't matter, stay distracted and forget him in a week. Mama still crying while we sculling up the...
Damn, son, where'd you find this?